Assalamualaikum everyone. This is Vania Batul and this is Sahar Rauf, final year students from Dow University of Health Sciences. Today we are going to present an article named Changes in Respiratory Function Pre and Post CPB in Congenital Heart Disease Patient with Decreased or Increased Pulmonary Blood Flow. So the objectives, they evaluate respiratory function changes in pre and post CPB children under 12 years to compare respiratory mechanics between two groups. The group A consists of increased pulmonary blood flow and the group B consists of decreased pulmonary blood flow. Lastly, they identify the relationship between shunt type and the lung function outcomes. Okay, thank you. Moving forward to the methodology, they chose retrospective analysis from 2022 till 2023. The sample size was 60 pediatric congenital heart disease patients. The group A again consists of increased pulmonary blood flow 30 and the group B was decreased pulmonary blood flow 30 patients again. They chose their groups on the basis of the shunt type, left to right shunting with increased pulmonary blood flow and right to left shunting in decreased pulmonary blood flow. The data was collected by pulmonary artery and aortic diameters, respiratory mechanics before and 24 after CPB. The key parameters they cover was peak airway pressure, plateau pressure, inspiratory and expiratory resistance, lung and thorax compliance.
Assalamu alaikum. So the research gap for this studies are prior researches focused mainly on the hemodynamics of patients, not on the respiratory mechanics. So the lack of data on how shunt type affects lung compliances and airway resistance post-surgery. This study adds novel insight into optimizing ventilatory support strategies post-CPB. So moving towards the results. There is no baseline differences between the two groups. P-value is greater than 0.05. The P-value greater than 0.05 indicates that these two groups are not statistically significant. That means these groups are same prior to the surgery. Then we have the pulmonary artery diameter that is larger in group A as compared to the group B. This is due to the left to right shunting, as in group A there is increased pulmonary vascular resistance and pulmonary blood flow, and as well as the aortic diameter is smaller in group A as compared to the group B. Then in respiratory parameters, significant changes in airway pressure and compliance post CPB, that is means P-value is less than 0.05. As I told you before that P-value is less than 0.05, that means there is now that these two groups are now statistically significant. So this indicates that lung mechanics are affected by bypass, likely due to the pulmonary edema, inflammatory responses, or altered pulmonary vascular resistance. So overall interpretation, the findings suggest that the type of shunts influence both vascular structures and respiratory mechanics during and after surgery.
If we look for the interventions and strategies they used miniaturized CPB circuit to reduce inflammation and lung function. The other one is modified ultrafiltration muff, as we all use it, to remove excess fluid and lung compliance improvement. Protective ventilation strategies they use to low tidal volume and PEEP during optimal surgeries. The one thing they use is advanced monitoring through real-time lung compliance and resistance tracking.
So the final slide is conclusion. Significant differences exist in pulmonary artery and aorta sizes depending on the shunt type. CPB affects respiratory mechanics in children with CHD. Continuous respiratory functions monitoring and before and after surgery is very essential in these types of patients. Timely ventilation adjustments can enhance recovery and minimize lung injury. So thank you so much for your attention. Jazakallah.